Hello, welcome to Karma's a Stitch, and welcome to October of 2024. So this is going to be my version of Vlogtober, and in years prior I have worked on a mystery knit along. I showed my progress. I did vlogging, but I only put an episode out once a week for that project. This year I'll be doing the same thing, but I will be doing a different project. With that being said, I guess if you're looking to get in touch with me, all the ways you can do that are listed in the description box below. And this year I am going to be doing one project, and I'll share my progress through the month. However, this was a mystery knit along, and I don't want to misspeak, but I want to say it was 2022. But it's called the Fair Isle Advent M Calendar by Susanna Winter. I am gonna make this hat. Okay, I did get a Halloween Advent or October Advent calendar, and the theme was The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I am gonna watch that movie just to refresh, because the dyer that I got my Advent calendar from is Trilogy Yarns, and she is so clever when it comes to naming her colorways. And so I want to refresh my memory. I know I've watched this movie with my kids. I will be watching that probably tonight with Anthony, because Alex is with her dad. So a little bit about this pattern and the Advent that I'll be using. So this is not a free pattern, and it is it's not a cheap pattern. However, you get so much. There's so many charts in here, and I would show you a page, but because it is a paid for pattern, I won't. But if you can see through the back here, nope, you can't. There is 2 charts for each day, and that's if you're doing a dark background or a light background. She has a chart for each colorway, or each color theme that you choose to use. And it is written for 25-day chart. There's a chart for 25 days. The Advent that I got has 14 minis in it. Now, I plan on using the 14 and then reusing my favorites. My favorite 9. I'll end up cutting out a few because I won't need them to get to 25. So I will do the 14 colors. So I'll use all of them once, and then I guess it would be 11. Then I'll pick my favorite 11. I'll eliminate 3, and I'll reuse my favorites for this hat. Now, with this colorway, it is a Fair Isle color hat. With this, it has you holding, obviously, a main color and a contrasting color for each day. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for the main reason of I only have 14 minis for this Advent. And I'm planning on using a main color to hold as the background, and then I'll use the mini for the color work. Does that make sense? So I'll have the main color follow all the way through, and then each day I'll have that day's mini be the color work chart. That's my plan. With that being said, I needed to figure out what main color am I going to use. Typically, I would go with black. I wear a lot of black. It's just a black background. Black makes everything look good. It makes colors pop. It just is moved. It works good with everything. And so I would normally do black, but with this theme of the Nightmare Before Christmas, I imagined that there was going to be a lot of black in the color work, in the mini skeins. And I didn't want to lose the color work chart with that. But you go to the other end of the spectrum, I could do white or an off-white, but it's the same thing. I could lose it. So I opened each of the minis. I opened them all and lined them up on their packages because I really want to wear this hat. And if I choose the wrong background or the wrong main color, it could make it so that it's not an item I would wear. So I did lay them all out. And because this is an Advent calendar and I am opening it on the correct days, I am not going to show you guys the palette because I don't want to ruin that for you if you happen to get this mystery, if you happen to get this Advent. So what I did was I sat with some friends and we looked at the minis. None of them got this Advent. And they're my yarny friends. They were excited to see colors. So thank you guys so much for helping me with that and looking at that with me, those of you that were available. But we were right. Black wouldn't work and white would not work. And we thought, okay, this is Christmas, would green, and we went through the colors. And ironically, I believe it was Denise with Dear Designs said, what about like a blue? And I don't know if she said teal or aqua. I don't know what kind of blue she said, but I immediately thought of that yarn that I dyed for my Dustland. So without showing you progress on a project that we're not here to talk about, here is the color for my Dustland, like this blue right here. Beautiful. And with that blue, it will look good. Oh, so sorry about bumping the camera. It would look good with white. It's good. Any of the colors that Nancy with Trilogy Yarn has in this Advent. That blue just popped with everything. It just made everything. Because I dyed that, I have 17 skeins hanging, waiting to go into this Dustland blanket. And so I was able to get one of those skeins and lay it across all of those minis, which I had lined out, and it just worked. It looked beautiful. So as we start Vlogtober, you can hear Anthony's dogs with their squeaky toy. I'm so sorry. As we start Vlogtober, I am gonna have to start by dyeing a skein of yarn. So you're gonna get to go with me through that process, probably for day one. And then as I looked at this pattern, it needs 2 needle sizes. I need a US 3 for the body of the hat, and then I need a 1.5 to do a twisted rim border or trim for the hat. So I'm gonna probably start with that tomorrow once my wool has been dyed and dried. And I think that's all I need to say about this pattern. It does have multiple sizes. I should get a measuring tape and figure out what size I need. Let's do that. And then I'll know what color or what size I'm gonna do. Okay, so let me get to the size chart on this pattern so I can figure out which. It says that we can do kids, teens, ladies, or gents. Those are the size options. And as far as inches, I need to figure out. This is a rough guesstimate, about 21. So I will probably do the ladies. I'm gonna measure again because the 21 is the teen size, but I've never had to do a teen size. Whoopsie. Are you having a good time watching me clumsily try to measure my own head? Yeah, I'll do the ladies. It says that for teen sizes, we want 21 inches. And for ladies, we need 22 3/4. I'm just shy of 22 inches. So I will do the lady size of this pattern. And I may rearrange the minis as far as which day I'm putting in when, because I have looked at them. I'm going to reorder them as far as how I want my hat to flow. But I will let you guys know what day I'm working on so that if you have one of these advents, I'm not ruining a surprise for you. But with that being said, that's what my October is gonna look like. I will be working on these color work patterns to make this hat. It does give a schematic or a drawing so that it shows, by looking at this, and I'll fold it so I'm not giving anything away. But I'm starting off with lots of colors. So I'm probably gonna look and find out where I start my decreases, what day I start my decreases, and I may put some of my least favorite colors that way because I really like I want the ones that I really like to be showing up here. But anyway, that's not for you to worry about. But you will kind of see a little bit of my day-to-day, not a whole lot, not like Christmas in July and not like Vlogmas. This will just really be progress on this project, and I'll put a video up every week. So now that I've blabbered on for about 11, 12 minutes, I hope that's clear. I would love for you guys to let me know who else you're watching in October. Who is doing Vlogtober and who are you watching? Because I'm always looking for new people to watch on YouTube. So I would love to hear from you guys and see who you're enjoying this month. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.